Hello, everybody. I welcome you all to this show. After a long time, I'm starting this, and you might be watching me from all the corners of India, but I would like to know which place you are coming from and watching this. That will be a great knowledge for me to know about my audience. And you might have done something today because this is Friday evening and everybody is gearing up for the weekends. And but you decided to spend time here, and I'm so grateful for you. This is a webinar about how to become iconic from our previous image of being inconspicuous, and it will take 90 minutes approx. So I would like you to stay the entire time so that you understand the thing where I'm coming from, and it also of use to you. And the questions will be towards the end, although we'll be discussing a lot many questions out here. And normally the questions that happens with the mid-career professionals. So let me go and share my screen to you. And let me make it full screen. Can you see the screen where it is asking? Let me put my photograph here. What are the attributes I need to have to gain respect from my team members? When I saw this slide here, if you see, it is telling a lot about add value to others' life, good listener, respectful, empathetic. And if you see the smaller alphabets also, you will see that it is about give credit to them, respect others, even give respect to give respect, help others. All these things um, are about your mindset and the person you are, rather than any skill set or any other your qualification or anything. So this actually made me think a lot about how we take our position, our society, and our impression about our own careers. So, are you suffering from an elusive promotion? Are you sidelined for promotions? Are you not recognized at workplace despite your contribution? How are you reacting to all these situations? Those are happening in your life. Blaming the organization? Do you know who you can do something about it? Do you know you can do something about it? List out what all you have tried doing, if at all. And earning goodwill of the boss. So let us see how to ensure timely promotion by finding out your unbeatable USP. This is the theme of the webinar, and this is about cracking invisibility. What you are going to be in a period of 90 days should start from today. Some early reactions when I propose this to the mid-career, mid-senior professionals, they say, I am the head of the department already. What you have to tell me? Some indifference also come in the way. I don't need tips and tricks for promotion. Already I have achieved a very higher position. See, If that is the case, and if you have nothing to learn, how do you think that you will reach the next level? You all, we all like to reach the next level, no matter wherever we are. And what are you doing differently? How do we know our yourselves? That is what is happening. A lot of companies are bringing their new fresh minds to their workplace. How to leverage the bright minds at work? What would you do to leverage their work? How to bring the trust of the seniors management to your side? Let us try an unconventional method. So let us focus on unbeatable USP. That is what the theme of the webinar is. Now, why should one consider it? It differentiates. Profile may seem ordinary, common, but difference lies in your thoughts, experiences, the books you have read, the people in your life. And it creates resilience. Since you love engaging in it all the time, you are never tired, and your purpose seems aligned with the end goal, you remain inspired. It enhances credibility also. A person who seems to be in trance while working, executing, and implementing is driven, right? And it brings prominence. How does it work? How has it worked for my clients? So, criteria for next level promotion, each of us know that it is exceptional deliverance of responsibilities, excellent team person, displays enormous promise to handle the next level responsibilities. This is at the mid senior level. So, what is the differentiator? How would you stand out? What is your unique ability? You do something nobody else can do, right? Beyond your experience and qualification, what is that? Guess the unbeatable USP identified by some of my students. So he is head of the department, as I just mentioned, has solution for every problem, ignored when he talks about systems. So he is the head of the department, he's resourceful, he is knowledgeable, he loves sharing, next level strategic person he is seen as that. His unbeatable USP is knowledge base. He is a nurturing man. The next case is that of a technical expert who writes well, and he is an excellent trainer. He is tech savvy, he is logical analysis very good, he advocates efficiency and at workplace, he loves automation, he patronizes capability. So his unbeatable USP is streamlined. Case number 3 is event manager. She comes comes from a journalism background. She loves stakeholder relations, and her expertise are events, journalism, rapport building, communication, establishing distinction. That is what the company has and given her the responsibility to establish the company to be distinct from the competition. And her unbeatable USP, by talking to her, it came as voice branding. What should be the voice of the organization? Case number 4 is personal relationships, fund arrangement, national platform for speakers, this person. So he is, if you outline his capabilities, these are fundraising, strategic positioning, rapport building, win-win, mutual benefit. So his unbeatable USP is synergy. He can achieve a lot by creating synergy amongst various stakeholders. Case number 5 is that of a general manager who is from automotive industries. He is an emotional quotient expert. So he talks about continuous upgrading, strategic positioning, sales, resourcefulness, cross function. So his USP is transcendence expert. Case number 6, he is a senior sales manager, experience in Middle East and African countries, efficient last mile delivery. So sales, network, distribution, territories, system are his strength. So network maximization And this network can be utilized in the chain or supply chain or anything that we can think of. So he is a network maximizer. That is his profession. How did it occur to me? My educational background, let us examine myself. I am a mathematics postgraduate, diploma in computer application, diploma in office management. And my career profile is teaching engineering, mathematics, corporate trainer, social researcher, data management, script writer, facilitating three-wheelers to agri-based startups, gender-based institutions in our states, teaching engineering mathematics to students, basic health to women in village and panchayat level cooperatives. Water conflicts around rivers in Orissa and district planning, social performance management and national e-governance in CSCs, subsistence to sustainability using livelihood finance, head of HR and policy and partnership, RBI recognized organizations. So my achievements have trained 20,000 people so far, impacted 1 crore lives in 16 states. CSCs in Meghalaya are highly performing as on today. Trained 500 illiterate ladies who won awards at state and national level. CIA award and another one from the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi. They became members of district governing board as well. And my present role involves stakeholder management, trend analysis, proposal writing, partnerships across the globe with like-minded organizations. And my own strengths are love creating vision documents, design progress trackers, create fast drafts. I have a lot of dreams, experience, magic, resourcefulness, hopes. These are all go on in my mind. I dream a lot. My experiences are unique. I trust in magic and resourcefulness is my forte. I have high hopes. So my unbeatable USP is visionary chill, which means what? Whenever there is some projection document is to be done or vision statement is to be done, I am the person who is looked for. So that is how I have established myself. So this is the example I am giving so that you can also carve out a particular role for yourself. The idea of unbeatable USP is it is unique selling proposition first, then unique value proposition second, where you know what the customer needs, how your competitors are doing well, and where you will do well. The intersection of these two is unique value proposition that you can offer. And the third is unique transformational proposition, which is about how your organization gets transformed through, and people also get transformed in the process. Your learning also gets transformed. The technology that you are using that goes next level, and knowledge, of course, gets next level. So the unbeatable USP is the sum total of these three. And the model is unbeatable USP is partly joyful excellence, stellar presence, and transformational experience. These three, this is the business model. The journey that you will get in this whole idea is your journey from becoming a protagonist to a game changer. So you come to a role where you start the journey. And as a protagonist, you are very specific about your purpose. You are a protagonist, right? You work with smart goals, choose who you want to be recognized as. Protagonists come at the second place. Potential we will talk about. So we will take one skill, strength, and experience and credibility. That is what we consider here, and assess your potential. You become a protagonist. The third level of journey is pattern of response. This is about communication skills and presentation skills. I mainly focus on the presentation skills because you develop something and then you have to present it and your audience becomes different. So this style, skill and strategy be next level. You are as a person, your style is very different, your skill sets are very different, and the strategy because of those two will be very different. Fourth level, you will be solving problem and your avatar will be strategic planning. And this will be about data management with Excel. Whatever data you have, you can use that to manage your data and crafting into your resume, the strengths you will craft. That is also part of that. SWOT analysis you will do, ABC planning you will do, projection will be part of that with the help of Excel and plus resume redraft. Next is acquiring poise. You become a signing signatory. A half method is used. Pause before the response. And mindfulness will be the core of the skills that you will be acquiring. Power bonding. You become a cruising captain as that team building, conflict, ambiguity, be outstanding and be heard, know and return. Next is you learn productivity, you become a pioneer. Resourcefulness, add value to create more. Be distributed. You divide your task into very small units. These are achievable. I prefer doing them into 42 minute strategies. Next is procedure, developing a track. Time efficiency, achieve a result. Always evaluate and assess how much you have done. That is part of your work. And unless you do that performance tracking, you will not know how much you have come, right? Next, you become deep work dynamo when you do the prioritization of your thing. How to do that? Decision making, Pareto formula, be resilient, be trusted, all these things come here and go back to care here. Last is game changer. You work on your passion, build long-term commitment, hustle, push forward. And you become a unicorn in the process, a high value intelligent individual achieving significance. My story, how to go about. Recognize the hints from the universe. COVID happened. I chose digital learning. He is my mentor who has predicted. He is my digital mentor. I see the Hall of Fame and Pro awards in your hands. He is responsible for my ability to recognize the pattern in my growth despite observing many setbacks. Other mentors in my life, he is the mentor of the mentors, so that's Siddharth Rasekhar. He is the Siddharth Rasekhar's mentor, Mr. Blair Singer, who taught me courage, and he actually drew a card for me. And this is the certification I got. And I discovered a system in the Gurukul tradition because here I am connected to the mentor of mentors, and also subsequently I'll also teach who will teach further. Freedom Finisher Award is from my mentor, Mr. Siddharth Rasekhar. He is the coach from Thaddeus Lawrence. He is coach from Singapore, one of my coach. Blair Singer again. And these are the 12 coaches from whom I keep on learning. Goal, purpose, freedom, and family are the values for which we work, plus dignity. And my individual values, those are the values from my mentors with which I resonate. And my values are guidance, which is including all those. It is tranquility, inclusion, dignity, abundance, learning, and code of honor, lady voice mastery, non-negotiable rules. Achievements and accomplishments. I got a very huge compliment from my super mentor, Mr. Vijay Mahalan, who says, no matter wherever you are good, you will still achieve this solution. Innovations in development that I had in Rajasthan, we had covered 45 lakh women in 2 months' time. In Meghalaya, we implemented CSCs where we created possibility. Meghalaya, again, we did ecotourism. In Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, we learned business analytics. Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, there we gave alternative livelihood, herbal cultivation, and they won 17 awards in 4 years' time, helping people get to them. And broke mustard production record of Madhya Pradesh. This is what I was talking about. And food discussed to food sufficient. And the federation is of 36 lakh rupees. Ladies became leader. The then Chief Minister Mr. Narendra Modi awarded them micro capital concert with which they will be by one CIA award 1.5 lakh desk awards. And she was felicitated by the then Industry Minister Mr. Rama Swami. Best Farmer Award from MS Swaminathan Research Foundation to Mr. Sangeeta Sharma. Best SSG Leader to Lambibai from the then Andhra Pradesh Governor. And I can dream big because of her training. This is told by Mukesh, who is the CEO of Parit at Bangalore. Jishu Chakraborty, now an UNDP officer, says uncanny talent to spot talents in others. So change in profile to create a succession policy, which I call as nurturing the second level. So I nurtured her. She was a simple and become graduate who didn't work since last 6 years. And she is here. And now she is now almost heading the HR division of the company where I also work, where I had recruited. So, revived a dead project at Naxal affected Kooty district in Jharkhand, attracted recognition. I had a study tour to Canada, and these are various recognitions that I had. The starting questions that I will ask to you here. How would you handle multiple reporting officers without creating conflict or ambiguity? So here is this is the first question. You all might have different answers to it, but a simple answer to this is you have to create communication between those two. You have to outline and facilitate the communication between two reporting officers to go in a unique direction, just in one direction, so that all of you come into a same page. This actually employs what they do. They actually take the complete further. They say something from one person to the another person, so that doesn't help. It is our responsibility to resolve that conflict and conflicting ideas and bring everybody into the same thing. So do you have that capability? The second question I ask is how to change the negative perception of the boss. If can't, then what? So negative perception of the boss changes when you approach him. It cannot be changed with whatever reason you give, whatever example you produce. It only comes when you change inside and your intention is right. That shows. that body language will show. Right? The third is what you do to prevent your 9 to 5 job from becoming a 9 to 9 job. What solution do you think? The simplest solution is to have adequate communication, presentations. That is what I was talking about. If you have done something, then let the boss know that you have done something. Don't wait for the evaluation time. It has to be communicated immediately to the boss every day with a document. Talking will take longer time. Always document in a PowerPoint presentation and send to the boss. That is the simplest way. Do you implement this? Many people, 99% of mid-career professionals, they don't report. They don't do any report. And that is very surprising. Whether it is there in your organization's work profile or anything, but creating a presentation about your work and sending it to the boss. What rule do you need? Like, what to do with yourself to become important to others? What personal development? You have to be of value to others, right? As simple as that. But are you doing that? What will you do when the boss and the super boss have given you conflicting directions? This is what I was talking about. This is where you can shine. It is quite possible that the boss is thinking somewhere and the super boss is thinking somewhere. This happens when you are a very promising person close to the boss and the super boss. So know that first. Now the conflicting direction can be resolved at your level to a unidirectional. That is what I told you. But despite that, it has to be communicated to both the boss, right? It is your skill. Do you have that skill? Do you have the empathy? Do you have the sensibility to do so? What do you do when criticized for something which you think to be an innovation? So long back, I was criticized for having beekeeping. I didn't know. I only knew that particular kind of bee is resident to that area, so I had that responsibility to preserve that. That is all I needed to do. But that has to have a logical solution as to why I should be doing it. Somebody else would have done. The government is responsible, right? So I only knew that beekeeping, bees help in pollination. And since I was doing organic farming, that was the only reason I knew, which is why I was doing that. And I stood by it. So I didn't bother about the criticism. So sometimes it so happens that the criticism will go on for that time, but your conviction will save you. So when a lot of criticism happens, mid-career professionals actually think of quitting. This is what many of you would have been thinking because you are not able to make a turnaround at your workplace. But trust me, if you don't resolve this, you will carry this experience to another organization. While you wait for another opportunity, you will function at 20% productivity level. The more senior you are, the more time it takes. Sometimes it takes 3 to 5 years time. During that, you operate at 20% productivity level. It almost has become a habit. A person operating at 20% productivity level, what happens to his potential? So when I created a market survey, what are the issues at workplace? I saw very few issues related to workplace. There are many issues which are related to personal development only, right? And it has affected several areas of life. Life decisions have become very difficult. Work decisions are difficult. Competition is there, communication is there, confidence is lacking, colleagues are criticizing, learning a skill has become difficult, embarking on a big vision is impossible almost. Managing time is not there. Consistency is a difficult thing. So, where can one start? See, it is the LinkedIn's CEO who has given this thing. We think that we learn in a linear path. It is not. Our success is sum total of many loops, and it doesn't matter the moment. How many times you come back to the original position because of your path, but it is that is the path in most of the situation, and where there is no faltering, you know that there is no learning as well. So this is my father who has given me this strength of operating when nothing is working. Empower people, be a king. He was saying there are very few people who want to do that. Play a catalyst, it's never a low game. So the playing the catalyst means there are a lot of people who need some kind of support to get going. It is another thing that in the organizations, people take your support, take your help, and then leave you. But we will acquire that kind of skills also during this 90 days leave. And this is my extended family, my two beautiful daughters. I'm a single mother. He's my mentor, and friends from my workplace and also abroad. So the level 1 course is leadership growth, wherein we will test the unbeatable USP by testing the strength test, personality test, passion test, and this test. Then we will create a niche, how you are a good fit in the identified companies, match, redraft, rephrase, realign. The one contribution nobody else can give, outline strengths, emphasize results, make it 2 pages. So this is what we will do in the next week. Third week, we will do competency stories, which strengths can make you highly valued. All these things, competency stories. If you have 5 strengths, 5 weaknesses, those are altered strengths, skills, all those things, and take 5 at a time. It gives you 400 competency stories. How many do you know? Next week, we will have passion, innovation. How did you contribute towards organization's culture? Week number 6 will be consolidation. How to stack your effort, your experiences has been horizontal as well as vertical. How do you integrate that? And the bonuses will be influence, wherein we will create a dream tracker also. It is very simple. You just have to have that courage to project your future into such a simple design. Can you? Next is soul surge, in which we will design the environment and discipline, having you remain a winner despite fallouts in between. Discover the disenchantment zone where every event enables you to become more. Call your higher self to be on guard while you rise with gratitude. It's very easier said than done, but we can always, we can create this. This is about intention, attention, and attitude. This is worth 7,999, but it will come as free if you take this course. Bonus 3 will be process versus result. Are you patient about your learning while things doing? So see, there are 2 teams, suppose. One team wins, right? Only one team wins. It doesn't mean that the other team is weak. But it is just that the other team didn't have any luck, but they have all the potential of a winning team, right? So we have to create that process. Process is that thing in which we become top class. Results will be irrespective of that. So while results are not coming, while you are not winning, how can you be still top class? Is why. And the value of this course is 6,999. Next is delegate appropriate. Second rank nurturing, beginner to master and star and beyond. Get more by regular self-evaluation, acknowledge contribution. Bonus number 5 will be communications. That is what we spoke about. And there are courses that we have taken which will be available to you. Of course, we cannot give the thing, but it can be played. And while it is played, you can learn, right? Next is productivity, credibility, value determination. That is what we will do. We'll make a performance tracker also. Priority, decision making. Bonus number 7. Goal setting, Pomodoro technique, planning and scheduling, task delegation, delete the time wasters. These are all the skills that we will be learning. Power building. This is team management, how to use emotional intelligence, conflict management, managing ambiguity, handling change. So far, we have helped different customers in these subject lines. Subject lines cannot be limited. Whatever you bring in to the table, all that will be discussed. So sum total of this course bundle will be 5,59,994. Total price. And there is a live membership offer, and Spark level will be creating uniqueness. This will be lifelong. Additional support will be for unattended sector agnostic areas which create relevance. By your strength analysis, we'll find out Unbeatable USP, resume remodeling. We call it resume redrafting also, to stand out in the crowd. Approach letters to senior level contacts so that we can find out unpublished jobs and competency stories, which are strategic position. These are additional things that we will be covering. Frameworks that helps you achieve quicker, that will be at level 2. That is work in progress. And if you take this, Spark level is a bonus. Valued at 12,50,000. Annual membership offer, greater level, sector agnostic relevance. So Spark and Sign level is a retained for life. So along with L1, where you will be learning all this, L2 will be frameworks, L3 will be handover. So all this within the community, and I invite you to this community. So how long does success take? So what solution, who it is for, why this roadmap, and how it can be weakened. This is where I come in, my mentoring comes in. What is that one thing you want to have in your life? We can do a mission statement, why they dreaming, a goal statement, and a projection statement. Goal setting, smart goals, because after you do your vision statement, you have to do goal setting, which are time bound and can be achievable within 90 days. These are short term. a model for yourself. You have to constantly project your personality time and again. And constructive criticism, quantity scores over quality, best is the enemy of the good. So this is what we'll be learning. Collaborate with like-minded people. Here in the community, what we are doing is we are working with microfinance organization as well as other stakeholders. We are creating a network, and that network is for collaboration. Think critically, thinking critically, which normally out of the box, right? Here, see in your team, when you make a choice, people will come up with stories about failure, bad idea, wrong, success, problems, risk, mistake, all these things will come about. So, but they will come with a solution also. So many solutions you have, not only yours. Growth mindset is about the version you are in. You might be at version 1, but your mission will be achieved at version 15. How would you reach version 15 someday if you don't start it today? New ideas we already have a mastermind and we brainstorm. We navigate workplace issues as and when they come. There is nothing standard about workplaces. Strategic moves, we will consolidate on the previous work, stack up all prior achievements. We also can quote the achievements of our team members. Small new innovations with minimal risk are our goals. Manage ambiguity, use pen and paper to describe two similar things but going opposite. So this is the trick that I am offering with how to manage ambiguity. Conversations, arrange for tea time conversation whenever there is likelihood of a relationship or an instruction going back. Value to teammates, giving the space to make mistakes, take the blame. Help the team build better profiles. Presentation templates we will create as per the participants, whoever is there. Stress management, we will talk about how to manage your stress, your work, delete 4Bs, not delete, take advantage of the 4B techniques. Knowledge development, what are the area of interest? You just build on whatever experience you have, whatever insights you have been building, and this has to be a repository. The secret one is all about your unbeatable USP that solves a problem. That is your unique unbeatable USP. Secret 2 is your expertise, wherein you create dependability and trustworthiness. Secret 3 is about relevance, which is sector agnostic and connects you with opportunities. Special one-to-one call. Key patterns in my life. I have been a single mother of 2 children. That was a huge responsibility. Nobody else to get to. And it was about 12 years of time when I was facing that difficulties. And I didn't know all this. No, nobody knew on. It was that difficult. Professional life got affected because of personal problem. Fast worker saved budget, but was not proving skill or strategy. That is why I was ignored for promotion many times. Learning point being, when I attended a HR workshop, meant for HR professionals, but I was not one HR professional. I was there because by virtue of being a senior person, where I presented the HR policy by designing myself. So by virtue of that, I got selected to an organization with 5,000 plus employees. And then the shift in my pattern happens. Focus on challenging tasks. That was my forte. I discovered new dream than the designation. My dream was bigger than whatever I didn't seek the designation. I saw the big dream that I could see. Then a nudge from the universe also happened in my favor. I was appreciated by many seniors. Defining moments came when COVID happened and my digital journey started. Find out strengths, take help of a mentor. Always do this because you will save time. On your own, a lifetime is not enough. My strengths are empower people, innovate processes all the time and consistency. So much possibility is around if you start looking at them. If you're not looking at them and always bothered about your problems, that also is there. So much potential to leverage if you want. Can I use my life story to lead the path? Can you use your life story to lead your path? And what made me stuck? That is what I see all around. Anger, that is a question of dignity, grief, helplessness, grievances, making others responsible. These were the issues that I needed to work on. So action points was to improve the presentation skill, observe, reflect, rectify, tweak, and create daily wins, journal them regularly. This was the thing that I did. How can you get help from my coaching? Special opportunity. So why I'm doing this is it took me 12 years to find out the problem plaguing me. It could have escaped me even then, except somebody watching me pointed out that it was a pattern. We do the same thing and expect different results. We treat the problem at superficial level while deep down there is a requirement of one simple fix. So that is what I have. I have. So the idea is to help you achieve your significance level as much as possible. And as I told you, the entire value of the course is 12,50,000 because so many mentors are there and the learning from all the mentors is going to this course and it is increasing. No, whatever it is right now, it is increasing. Let me also show overall I'm increasing my thing also. Let me find out my new website wherein I'm creating further courses. Not courses, those are that is a community in itself. And so the courses are being created here. So these are in. These are the courses. Those are in process. The level 2 courses wherein I am building the framework so that you can grasp quicker and also you will always have a ready reckoner for your development. It ensures that you achieve timely promotion in 90 days. It changes so much. So these are all I have. Did I show you? So these are the courses that I have. Unbeatable USP, decision to destiny, peer conquest, delegate appropriate, soul search, clear string, unlocking opportunity, resourceful influencing. Some of the courses are in the second stage. All of them are there in the first stage also, but in the community, it will be the moment you go for the frameworks, then it becomes level 2. So when you join at the level 2, you will get the best of both the worlds. So I request you to take, because you will be benefited the most by taking the level 2, and it will be at a substantially discounted price, and the value will be enormous. So this is all. Any questions you have, you can ask me in the YouTube, wherever you are watching this. Thank you for being with me for so long. Thank you.